Now let's move to another item and let's get your reaction or your response to this story circulating everywhere, especially on social media, that you shoot into the air to forcefully withdraw your wife from a football game in a will on Saturday. First of all, tell us what exactly happened.
Actually, before I tell you exactly what happened, let me say exactly what's the public perceptions. Then that when I tell you what happened, it will help.
Go ahead.
The public perception is that I start shooting gun, tap, text my wife, Messi, well, and then go with her, and that's the perceptions. And what else? Everybody has his own version. The truth of the matter and the fact is, the fact I wanted to say before I narrate the whole story. One, I have been supporting Alwell, and I still stand with her in high sports. And that's why I married her as a footballer. So there's no questions about me. Those who says I don't want her to play or not to continue with sports is not. Secondly, I'm a footballer myself. So I know the rules and regulations of football. There's no way I can walk into the field, an organized football match. Thirdly, I know the system. Fourth, I have never held guns for nearly a number of years. Third, wherever I go, I'm protected by the national security organs, whether it is police, whether it's national security and all this. And those are the ones that do know when the life of minister is under threat or not. Over weekend, I left to take care of my family at home. I come from Warab. My wife come from Awil. So I went to Bahar al-Ghazal.
Yes.
And I spent the first day. Then on Saturday, I just went and I was coming back to see my wife, my child, because in our Dinka tradition is that the firstborn child is born in their mother's home. So I found the child crying. She is 2 months. He is 2 months actually. He's called Mayen Jr. Where is Alwell Messi? She is in the field. I came to the field. I didn't really expect her to be in the field. And then I saw her battling with the ball in the field. And then I easily went and I told the coach, I am the husband of Alwell, and please substitute Alwell because she has to take care of the baby. He shouted at me.
The coach?
The coach. I said, okay, fine. He's not my level. So I moved to put my car so that I go to the deputy governor to inform him of the matter.
He was watching the match, deputy governor?
No, the deputy governor.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was not there, but he was just next from them. So I moved there. I went. Before reaching my car, the security person just came and pushed me into the car, and he had to lock the door, and all the writers, the football fans all came, stood around my car.
They surrounded your car.
I was wondering what is happening, You cannot take Messi to Arab. You cannot. No. Messi must be Emma or. And then they start storming on my car, and I was there. The car tried to move the lock, the other door of the stadium, and when we ran, then the whole crowd went there. I understand.
So you mean they were still continuing?
No, the match was playing. It was almost nearly to half time. Okay, I think in that process the half time came. So the match has been played. First half was played fully. The second half was also played fully. And in this process, when they were trying to do it, then they were battling because the security personnel and the police which were there, had to turn. So if there's any gun that was shot, it has been shot by the security personnel. And I am panicked. So the three facts remains very clear. I have never shot a gun.
Then who shot?
If that gun was shot, it was shot by the security personnel.
Your security personnel?
The security personnel were all. In fact, for them to meet for the car to come out from the stadium, the security personnel had to battle. With the angry fan. Yeah. So football violence or football fans is not it's not my responsibility. Okay, so 3 facts: I never shot a gun, I never walked to the football, I never even talked to the referee. I talked to the only person I talked to was the football coach.
But was it appropriate for you to walk into the playground or to go to the stadium and ask for the coach to substitute your wife because the child is crying at home? Probably you said you understand the rules of football. I mean, was it appropriate to go and take your wife, bring her home, and she was already in the list of the players who were supposed to be part of that match?
I don't think there's nothing appropriate as long as not enter to the football pitch, as long I did not even enter to the border where the substitutions are, and telling the coach, look, that player has a baby that is crying. Okay? And easy is that, okay, he did not even respond. And then when she was substituted on the second half, Alwell herself came and says, no, it is you people came and find me and they says you must play.
So they came to the house.
They came to the house and picked her up because they do believe without Alwell the team will be beaten. They will lose the game.
That's why they named her Missy, probably.
Well, that.
But she's your wife.
She is my wife. Yeah, I know her. She's now going to be Alwell Mayen rather than Alwell Messi.
So you don't want the name Messi?
No, I don't want that. So now let me just go out and finish these things. So I did not win. The point is the people need to know. Okay, yes, she has to be substituted. Okay, I'm a married man, a family man. Okay, and I value all the women rights. Okay. Our agreements with her, even if I'm making it publicly, okay, she will get back to football when she is fit. But at 3 months, it is impossible. To be honest, that was my argument.
Yes. Honorable Peter, James Sukuk, one of a political analysts in the country, wrote on his Facebook 1 hour ago. He said...
Let me say what he wrote.
Yes.
He said,
let me read just for our listeners and then you'll respond. Absence of lactating mother for some hours is not abuse of child rights. It is therapeutic for her to go sporting. Creating chaos in a stadium is a threat to security. Go ahead, respond.
Yeah, this is what he said. Oku, I don't know whether he played football or not. There's a difference of what is called match and a normal exercise. Timrin, umubara.
Timrin, yes.
Yeah, he have to get these two in Arabic. Mara, let me put this in Arabic so that Mara, okay? Indu talata shahur for him. Ashan yarja for mahalo to become fit. It need at least 6 months. Do you think I will spoil the future of my child because of one single match? Juba and will meet time and again and again. Okay? And she's going back to football, of course, as soon as she's fit. You know? And then, how does the coach make a decision? Picking somebody's wife, okay, to the football field, and also trying to harass the husband of the, you know? And when I went there, I did not have the intention. I thought that they would let me sit, wash the remaining half time, and then substitute my wife, and I go with my wife. Now my wife have taken that decision. Okay, on the behalf of the coach. She is now in Kwajok, in a will, in my hometown. Happily in her home.
So will you allow her to play again? Or